Let us create a React Native project from scratch, deploy it, and share it with friends to build confidence and gain practical experience. Before starting with any language or framework, always refer to read the documentation. So let's open React Native .dev, the official website of React Native. React Native can be used to create native apps for Android, iOS, and more. And more means we can use for desktop and tablets. So the desktop can be Windows desktop or Mac. React Native brings the best parts of developing with React to native development. It's a best-in-class JavaScript library for building user interfaces. But till now, we have not launched either JavaScript neither React. So don't worry for that. Gradually, I will explain you everything step by step. So now simply focus on whatever I am explaining and do it accordingly. So let us click here, get started. Now, React Native allows developers who know React to create native apps. But as we discussed earlier that till now we have not learned React. So directly scroll down to this command which allow us to create a React Native app. Open your command prompt. I am using Mac. So if you are using Windows, then your command prompt may look different. Then copy this command from here and run in your terminal. So go to your terminal and paste it. If you are doing for the first time, it will ask you to install Create Expo app. So follow it. As I have already installed, it will not ask me. Directly it asked me my app name. But in your case, it may ask you to install Create Expo app. So press Y, then application name. My application name is, let us say, Fast App. Then it downloaded and extracted the project files. Then it is running npm install. If Node is not installed on your system, then it may ask you to install Node as well. While it is running, let me go through the documentation. We believe the best way to experience React Native is through a framework, a toolbox with all the necessary APIs to let you build production-ready apps. You can also use React Native without a framework. However, we have found that most developers benefit from using a React Native framework like Expo. So don't worry, we will learn both how to use it with framework and without framework. But as a beginner learner, as it is easier, so first we will learn through Expo. Expo provides features like file-based routing, high-quality universal libraries, and the ability to write plugins that modify native code without having to manage native files. Then how to start a new React Native project with Expo? Expo is a production-grade React Native framework. Expo provides developer tooling that makes development apps easier, such as file-based routing, standard library for native modules, and much more. Expo's framework is free and open source with a native community on GitHub and Discord. The Expo team worked in close collaboration with React Native team at Meta to bring the latest React Native features to the Expo SDK. The team at Expo also provides Expo application service. We will discuss about this later. An optional set of services that complements Expo, the framework, in each step of the development process. To create a project, we have to follow this command. So we have already followed that and did it in our terminal. Okay, so it will take some time and then it will show you your project is ready. To run your project, navigate to the directory and run one of the following npm commands. So first, we have to go to that folder by using the command cd, which means change directory. So let us paste this command here, cd fast up. Okay, so look at here, now we are in that folder or directory. Then we can use any of these commands: npm run Android, npm run iOS, npm run web. Now I will use this command npm run web. Why? Because we have not set Android and iOS emulator and simulator till now. So in your case, it may not run properly, but npm run web will run. So let us run that command, npm run web. So it is starting Metro Bundler, and then after some time, it will run localhost server and display the application that you have created. So congratulations, now you created your first project. But this project still in our own computer, in our local computer. That's why it is showing here localhost. But how you will show this to someone else? For that, you have to deploy it in a hosting. So if you don't know what is hosting, what is domain, then we will discuss that in our next lecture. And as well as we will deploy our application in a hosting server. Now, let us look at the files that we created by that template. So I am using VS Code. If you are using any other IDE, then you can use that. Any text editor can be used to write React Native codes. So look at this folder, first up. Now it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 folders and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 files. Those are created automatically by this command create expo up. Okay, and the name that we gave for the app is our folder name. Within this you have an app folder which has the files. Those are responsible to show the output, but we will discuss about all these things later in details. Now just take a brief idea about the project. Now these are the dependencies. Those are installed. Okay,